bed or go through the day, sometimes you wonder, how do you get through those days? Sometimes it's a season of being carried by God, right? But although that is so hard, it's such a hard place. It's such an incredibly good place to be, because I think it's when we truly begin to understand, begin to realize through our striving, through all the things that we tell ourselves, through all the things that the world, shoots at us of who we should be, we begin to understand that it never actually truly satisfies. What's it all for? That's where we're talking about that futility a little bit, where we seek anything outside of our relationship with God, I think our relationship with others, for pleasure, for happiness. It's fleeting. It's futile. It's not going to last. I'm not saying, don't be ambitious. I'm not saying, don't go out and try to pursue the things that may be in your heart. I'm not saying that. But what I am kind of saying is don't expect that, okay, those goals that you may hit or those things that you may achieve to give you true happiness. Often when we hit those goals and we hit those things that we're striving for and we want to achieve, when we hit them, sometimes they're a disappointment. We're like, wow, okay, that's all it is? What was I going for there? When times are hard, who we go to really in everything. Who do we go to in the pain? Right? And if you can get to the point to where you go to your Heavenly Father and you find an avenue and you find a connection to where no matter how hard that pain is, that you go to Him and you can get comfort and you can get peace and you can, a big thing for me is journaling, just going and just writing the words down on a piece of paper. And I imagine that God's sitting right there with me in my office in that chair that I look right across from, and we're just writing it down. And we're pouring out our hearts in the pain, right? If we can go to Him and we can go to people that love and care for us in the pain, that's really, really, really good. Because often what we do is we numb out the pain and we go to things that are not helpful. What comes after, what comes after summer? You fall and then winter, right? But what comes after winter? We got spring. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just goes around. So, this too shall pass. And understanding that, and I guess being able to go through life, understanding that you're loved. There's no condemnation. Okay, so much so we can't even fathom it. Stop talking crap to yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Stop doing that. Begin to realize and do whatever you can do to understand you're a beautiful, unique, amazing individual. There's no one out there like you. There's nobody like you. There's nobody like you. You are completely unique. That's it. And to appreciate that, every single thing about you. Everything about you. And then to understand and do what it is to get connected to God and connected to others.